Good deduction. But it's quite...
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumeru decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
I've never faced Rerir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just a...
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying?
Once I take it, and also how to make death is the one thing we can take for granted.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rerir, is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. What's happening to me? I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Notcry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Notcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my link, and wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there. I've been giving her, plus any other friends you send my way, will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing, if not so.
You guessed.
At the very least.
What if I told you?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top shelf.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Notcry in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can...
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Of course not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 Mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprising... Unless this past... Anyway.
Hi, Reverie. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself. I'll test it out. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups.
They didn't sign their...
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Joseph asked why I... But if he invited...
The Lindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. Honestly, I don't care if it's an impressive feat of...
Grain has to be in... That would explain why they even use...
I've just about saved up enough now.
Making a big purchase. He really is, despite what he... Did Rerir...
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a the burial place of a fallen moon. It was you who...
This is just trivial sentimentality from the burial place of a...
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelson here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even great...
I just didn't
Yeah. Sure.
Come on, stop. A member of the...
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vadafulnir, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary. And said to possess a... And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was...
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vediflunir showed up today, too. You know, Dainsleif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vediflunir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vediflunir and Dainsleif, what do we mean? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on Meanwhile, every idea they come up with, the opposition tried to speak out. A man can have 1,000... What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever... Felindis? It's nothing. You were right. There's no reason we can't keep living happily.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revier. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take. That's better. Getting caught up about things like this.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. Like, he clearly doesn't... Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success.
After all these years...
Indeed, Conria has no further need.
Many of its secrets.
You still haven't told.
Where would I even? How do you tell someone that you're one?
You didn't choose.
But I'll sure as heck be the. Speaking of which, someone.
Your concerns are not unfounded. Take care, Ray.
Thanks, Torkel. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't. The Moonlit Dynasty's are a thing of the past. Could that be what? I have to get a clear answer.
Rerir seems Vetterfenir and Dainsliff. I've investigated this. Should I try?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
First,
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
you're...
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we find his name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did...
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why?
Simple.
How strange. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her ceremony won't last?
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rerir's fragment?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could... I gotta admit...
I'm just as curious as you are. Luckily, we managed.
So far, so... especially the...
If you're worried,
If I know Bob... Turn that frown upside down. Merciless.
Your hard work is paying off. Merciless. Merciless.
Time to relax. Extinguished.
Blinding as the moon! Laid bare!
Neutralize! This'll brighten up the place!
Merciless. Paradigm shift. Transfixed.
Extract! Reconstitute!
Overruled. The hearth is now extinguished.
Neutralize! A little ambiance! Reconstitute! Oh!
Might be a lost cause.
Merciless.
Extract!
Merciless. Into the void.
Laid bare.
Reconstitute!